Hello and welcome to another Writerly Witterings and a 5-minute review. What am I reviewing today? I am reviewing Joseph Knox, The Smiling Man. Okay, now I have to admit I'd never heard of Joseph Knox before I bought this book. Yes, I bought this book, Waterstones Buy One Get One Free. This was the book that I got alongside that one which I reviewed last week. Never heard of Joseph Knox. I thought the cover looked interesting. If a publisher's prepared to spend that much money on a cover, and it's someone who's unknown, then it's probably worth having a look at it. There's a little hint for you. If you see a cover that looks good, that has a really famous name behind it, that means nothing, because they've spent £500,000 or £1 million buying in that author. They'll put a good cover on it because they want to just get their money back. But if it's an unknown, and they're putting good money behind it, then it probably means that they were really bowled over by his manuscript, and it's worth having a look. So I saw this, I bought it, and I absolutely loved it. It bowled me over. It was really, really good. Now, what do I like about this book? Well, the writing is really sharp. It's very, very taut. It's really nicely done. The characterization is very strong. You won't necessarily like all the people in it. And Superintendent Sutcliffe, Detective Inspector Sutcliffe, is a repellent character. Really repellent. He has... I can't think of a single saving grace he's got. But he does really help drive the story. The main character, Aidan Waits, is much more nuanced, much more, I would say, edgy and tricky to get used to. I mean, he's obviously had some really horrible things happen to him in the first book in this series. No idea what that's like, never read it. I've only ever read this book by Joseph Knox. But let's just give a quick summary. A body has been found on the 4th floor of Manchester's vast, empty Palace Hotel. The man is dead and is smiling. Well, there you go. The tags have been removed from his clothes, his teeth have been replaced, even his fingertips aren't his own. Only a patch sewn into his trousers offers any information about him. Detective Aidan Waits and his unwilling partner, D.I. Sutcliffe, must piece together the scant clues to identify the stranger. But as they do, Aidan realises that a ghost from his past haunts the investigation, and he recognises soon that to discover who the smiling man really is, he must first confront the scattered debris of his own life. Well, yeah, all right. Well, anyway, Aidan Waits had a pretty miserable childhood. You can tell that as you read the book. And he's trying to pull his life together to an extent. And he's not finding it at all easy. Having been a drug taker, having been rather corrupt from the sound of things, he's a guy with a big background, and his background's catching up with him quickly. But he is an engaging character, Aidan Waits. As you read it, it's all written in the first person, and you really do feel that you're getting an insight into this man and his style of life. The plot itself, still talking about things I really like, the plot itself is quite tight, but don't start thinking you're getting some sort of noirish, sketchy outline of a plot. This is a really taut, well written, well thought, well executed story. The characters are very, very strong. Aidan Waits himself moves along in an entirely believable manner, and he still has certain aspects of his life which are a little bit dodgy. So that makes him much more interesting. Although it's all explained, you understand why he's behaving the way he is. It is just that bit different. What do I dislike about the book? I know when I'm writing a book, whatever it is that I write at the very outset will be thrown away before I get to the end. I'm going to rewrite the beginning so many times that the very first few pages ain't going to work. I sort of had the slight impression that he'd rewritten it so often that he'd slightly lost what he was doing. But that's the first 5 to 10 pages, probably, to be fair. The first 5 were really focused. That felt as though it was written when he was flying. The next few pages felt just slightly off. But it's only a very few pages. And if I say that's something that I spotted because I'm a writer, it was the sort of very minor thing that only a writer would spot, I think. It's not the sort of thing that's going to upset anyone else. And the main thing is, the whole of the rest of the book, all the rest of the 440 odd pages, are superb, absolutely superb. So I would say no hesitation at all if you like really good crime books which are incredibly tautly plotted, which keep you guessing right till the very end, and then has a majestic, brilliant ending. This is ideal. Really good book. Very, very tight. Basically, yes, the minor niggle I've got is very, very minor. The book itself is fantastic. Go and buy it. If you can get it, buy one, get one half price, all the better. Do please, as I try to remember to say every time, if you've got a local bookshop, if you've got a local chain store, go to it rather than to the big retailers on the internet, because you're keeping small businesses going which will help you and advise you with the sort of books you like. Also, don't forget you can get these books at libraries. The author will get paid if you buy it from if you borrow it from a library. So that's a good idea too. And having said that, I think that's my 5 minutes up. So, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget, if you'd like to help support this channel, go and have a look at my Patreon project at the bottom here. Patreon's a wonderful thing. It means that I can buy in more inks, more pens, and other things to review. And if you like this, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you're notified when a new video comes out. And apart from that, that's me done. I'm going to go now and make a cup of tea because I haven't got one today. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.